Hello everyone, this is Hemin and welcome to another new video. Today I'm gonna show my drawing process of library background. Before we go finding references for today's drawing, let's think about what keywords we can come up with together. So let's just start with library first. The first word we can think of is probably book. And books are historical. Why we go to library? To study? To research? To borrow or to return books? If you go there to study or to work, you probably bring a laptop. Maybe glasses if vision is not okay. Now, what vibe can we create? Modern cottagecore, dark academia. And I like seeing a library that has natural materials, and I added more words that related to what we can feel. Now let's see what keywords are related to my drawing style. The keywords are actually based on my followers' thoughts. A few months ago, I asked my followers on Instagram about the best word to describe my art. Firstly, there are main three characters in my most illustration. I believe drawing a goose fits well the most for today's drawing because the goose is always holding a book or studying. Also, she's wearing glasses. Because I make the character look calm, or because I add a lot of details in the background, or because I set a specific theme. Many people think my art looks cute, relaxing, bright, soft, and it has a spring vibe and nostalgic. Now I'm gonna be exploring on Pinterest, focusing on these keywords. I think I spent almost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna show what I've saved in the next clips. Generally, I like seeing many indoor plants, flowers, or trees inside of the buildings because it feels relaxing and cozy. If I don't draw plants, I'm gonna use the inspirational colors for this drawing. Personally, I prefer using yellowish green because it feels warm. Also, I'm gonna use red. It is a great color to make the art stand out. Next inspirational photos are these beautiful aesthetic libraries somewhere in the world. I hope to draw this kind of a big window, but I'm not sure if they can fit in the art. I'll decide when I actually start the sketching. Also thinking about adding some pillars between the windows. And I'm going to draw in 1 point perspective. Next, I researched some of what I can feel in the bookcases. These are the keywords if you want to find this sort of photos. Briefly about one perspective drawings. Things have to get further away towards the single point. And the lines will meet at the single point, the same point except for horizontal lines and the vertical lines. In the further background, there will be a huge plain side of the bookshelves. So what I want to say is to make this drawing like a one perspective drawing, tables, chairs, and stuff on the tables are the only things that make you recognize this drawing has a perspective. For this drawing, I drew tables first, so I'm gonna explain how to draw them step by step. After you mark a single point, draw two horizontal lines. No, actually we need three lines. For anyone who doesn't know how to draw the perfect straight lines, as soon as you draw a line and if you keep holding the line, Procreate will correct it. And then I copy the layers, and then move to the bottom, and then merge the two layers. And then I add a new layer, and then draw lines to beat towards the point, and then draw short vertical lines to close the front side. Again, repeat drawing lines again towards the point. Now let's close the side. If you clean the lines, the tables would look like this. When I fill the bookshelves, I didn't draw every single books in each section. After I drew the two sections in the middle, I copied partly and paste to the other section because there were so many repeating parts and I wanted to be speedy. And this is how it looks like after finishing line art. I wanted to draw tall bookshelves, so I ended up not having too much space to draw windows. Now I'm doing a sort of a rough painting on a new layer. This is actually a new process that I'm recently trying for several reasons. So reason number one, I want to try a different color palette that fit current trend like autumnal dark academia, but I don't want to go too much darker scheme. I still want to use my usual color palette but with a little bit of red tint this time. Reason number two, there are too many details in the background. I couldn't imagine how this art piece would turn out. And then I came up with this idea that is painting roughly might save time. It takes less than 10 minutes or it can be shorter. This process gives me visual reference instantly. I think having a visual guideline saves so much time. So I wanted to recommend this process to anyone who spends so much time thinking of colors or who wants to experiment a new color palette. It took 1 hour 20 minutes to finish adding colors. But trust me, people who got commission from me say I drew really fast. And I think it took 1 hour and 10 minutes from this process to the end. When there are too many little stuff in the background or in the drawing, I don't add too much detailed texture of each. Because the detail wouldn't be visible if you look at it really closely. But at least when I drew trees or leaf or wooden material, I tended to draw the wooden pattern. After adding all of the texture, shading, highlights, I usually feel still empty. Then I always add sparkles with white around the characters. For this drawing, I feel like I want to add some of gentle, soft sunshine coming through the window. I increased the size of the brush and also selected yellow. After I drew the sunshine, I changed the layer from normal to soft light. And then I added more sparkles in the sunshine. That's all I wanted to share in this video. Thank you so much for coming and watching this video. Have a wonderful, lovely day, and I'll see you in other videos. Bye!